Hello everyone, it's Becca from Becca Books and Bujo, and it is time for my next Read It or Not challenge. I did my first Read It or Not challenge with this lovely TBR jar in January, and I had so much fun, and you all loved it, and so I am so excited to start this challenge again for the month of February. If you don't know, this jar is filled with a slip of paper for every book on my physical shelves that I have not read. And so I pick a piece of paper and have to read that book, or I have to unhaul it. Last month I read 2 books in the week, We Shall See. I didn't unhaul either of them, and so it'll depend on what book I get out of here. The colors are based on the genres, and so if you want to get that information, I will link the first video up in the cards. So we're just gonna jump right in and pick one. This first draw for February, I'm not going to choose a color, but maybe my next draw I will choose a romance, which are pink, I think, just because it's the month of love. But for now, I'm going to go in blindly and pick one. And I get so nervous. I like literally have butterflies in my stomach. I'm gonna go with this one. It's red again. You guys, I picked red last month. Red is nonfiction or poetry collections. Okay, here we go. You can see it first. Okay. This is The Diary of a Bookseller by Shawn Bythell. I think I actually got this book from my friend Molly, so let me grab it. My nonfiction shelves are up here, and sure enough, here it is. Ah! The Diary of a Bookseller. So this is literally the diary of a bookseller. He writes entries every single day, and it says like Thursday, 27th of March. Online orders 5, books found 5. And then at the very end of the day, he puts till total 128 euros and then how many customers he had. So it's literally just going to be his life as a bookseller. Okay, I never plan to read nonfiction, so these are always a little bit of a twist in my reading for the month, but I will give it a try. I wonder if there's an audiobook. Probably not. But you know who I just saw haul this video? Jack Edwards, who is like the king of BookTube. He has like 1 point something million subscribers, and I just saw him haul it, and so obviously I'm as cool as Jack Edwards. So this will be our first book for Read It or Not in February. So no reading has been done yet, but I couldn't miss out on the opportunity to unbox my Book of the Month box with you guys. Definitely not sponsored, although I would love it. Book of the Month, because I know you're watching this. So I'm so excited for these books. One I've actually already read, and if you've been here for, what? I'll get you a banana in 1 second. If you know who I am, you'll know that it is the Kristen Hanna book. Then I also got an add-on, so let's see. Was it Something I Read? Is the bookmark. And so then this was my add-on. Divine Rivals. Oh, okay, can you help me? Sit right here. All right, take out the first book. All right, show the camera. Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. Oh my gosh. And this one is the women. Oh, it's beautiful. Thanks for helping me, buddy. I'm so excited to own this. I've already read it, 5 stars, easily. Could be one of the best books of 2024 for me, and I'm so excited to try this one out. So this is my Book of the Month haul. I did find The Diary of a Bookseller on Libby, and I am next in line for the audiobook, and it said it will be available soon, which means it's probably pretty soon, but I'm waiting on it. And I also found it, the ebook version, so if I want to, I can pick it up on my Kindle. Reading in the dark and such, it's easy to do with kids, but otherwise I'll just read it physically. So that's where we're at. Let's now start reading the book. So good news, bad news. I did find an audiobook for The Diary of a Bookseller. Bad news, I really don't like this book. I am bored. It is just literally this man telling us the day-to-day of his bookstore, which you'd think would be exciting, but I guess working at a bookstore
Mommy,
isn't that exciting.
I think I want 2 oranges.
2 oranges. So I'm gonna have Mr. Theodore help me pick another book, and I asked him if he'd pick a pink one,
Mommy.
but he said he also wanted to pick an orange one. So we'll just maybe have 3 options, and I'll pick one.
I got the orange one and...
Orange and a pink, and what one does Mabel choose?
She chooses a...
Purple. Okay, that's enough, Mabel. Let's look at the options we got, okay?
Okay.
Can we hold them up here so we can see? So here's the pink one.
Mommy, I'm
The
opening...
Chemistry of Love. This is by Soraya Wilson. This is on my Kindle. So this is the romance. Pink is romance. What's this one? Oh, he opened it. This is Lila. Come on. Focus not on Mabel. Lila by Marilyn Robinson. This I think is the second in a series. So I can't really choose that. Let's see what Mabel's got.
I can get the orange.
Mabel picked a purple, which is
Mabel.
fantasy sci-fi.
Let me show you how you open it.
The Hobbit? That would be kind of fun. That would actually be kind of fun.
I opened Mabel.
And Theo picked, or this is a different one, Mabel picked, another orange one. We're giving myself way too much choice.
Mommy.
Sarah's Key. Okay, so we have 4 options. We have 2 historical fictions, Sarah's Key and Lila. I'm actually going to throw Lila out because that's a second in a series, so I'm not going to read that one. Let's put this one back in the jar.
Mommy, let's put this one too.
I think I might want to read The Hobbit.
Okay.
Well, what do you think? There's The Hobbit, Sarah's Key, or The Chemistry of Love?
I don't know if I want this one.
Can I read The Hobbit before I read any of the other series? That's what I need to check.
Yeah.
I mean the Lord of the Rings series, I should say. It does say, with the immortal line, the journey through Middle-earth begins. We recommend starting your adventure with The Hobbit.
Mommy.
I wasn't envisioning reading this series for a while, but I think I'm going to try it. Oh, you like red too? Okay, so let's put the orange and the pink back because Mommy's going to pick the purple one. Okay, so my fantasy sci-fi shelves are down here. And here is The Hobbit.
The Hobbit!
The Hobbit! I don't know why I'm so excited for this. But, I mean, it's one that I wouldn't have picked up on my own without the push of the TBR jar. So, and this challenge. So thanks, Theo and Mabel, for helping me out. Let's get reading. My hair's crazy. It has been a bit since I have filmed anything for this Read It or Not challenge. For some reason, it's just taking me a bit of time to get into The Hobbit. I am like 25% of the way through, and I'm realizing now that I've gotten this far in, I've seen this movie. I didn't think I'd seen this movie before, but I definitely have. I remember especially the riddle part with Gollum and Bilbo in the cave. So yeah, I don't know if I necessarily liked the movie, but I'm still gonna keep reading it. I'm listening to it while reading, and I like that immersive experience. So I'm reading this, but a hold just came in to my library that's gonna be making it very difficult for me to pick that one up. It's Ellie Hazelwood's newest. I just want to read this. I'm going to drop everything and read this. But I'm going to try to at least make it through The Hobbit and maybe take a little break with the challenge so I can read that. But that's where I'm at. I just want to read that. It's It's her like foray into romantasy. It's a vampire werewolf story, and it's just gonna make me feel like I'm reading Twilight again. I'm excited. Okay, I'm going to read more of this. I'm hoping that I could like crazy get through it like today or tomorrow and finish it. It's fun. I like the narrator. He is a really good voice actor and does different voices for different characters, so I am enjoying that aspect. Okay, let's get back to reading The Hobbit.
Happy Saturday.
Bad news, everyone. I was reading The Hobbit and really pushing myself to get through it. I wasn't enjoying it. I thought, it's a classic though, I'm sure it'll get better. I really should read this, but I wasn't enjoying it. And I'm wanting to read books that I enjoy, always. And so I think I'm gonna take my bookmark out and I'm gonna DNF it. I didn't like the writing. The like adventure quest wasn't really for me, and I don't think I will continue on with this series, the Lord of the Rings series. And I know some people might hate me for that, but it's just not for me. So I'm actually gonna unhaul this one. Well, not unhaul, they're my husband's books, so I'm going to take them from my TBR shelf, the Lord of the Rings trilogy plus The Hobbit, and put them on my husband's shelves. He has a couple of shelves in our library that are like mostly his books, and so I'm going to move them there so they're off my shelves and off of my TBR. But that means we need to pick another one. This is not going as well as last month. Last month we had 2 pretty good books, and this month we've got duds. So last time I picked out of those 4 books because the kids helped me, and so I think I'm just gonna let the jar pick for me because last time I picked and it didn't go well. So we're gonna let the jar pick this one. Oh, it's another purple. Purple is fantasy, sci-fi, other like dystopian. So let's open it up. Oh, okay. Wasn't expecting this one. This is actually across the room on my Harry Potter shelves. And I know Harry Potter is a touchy subject, but it was such a part of my childhood and I still love it, even though I don't support the author. So this is Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, the original screenplay. I forgot I even had this on my shelves because it's over on my Harry Potter shelves, which is just kind of like a shrine to everything we own Harry Potter. We basically owned all of these things before everything went down with the author, but yeah, okay. I guess we'll be getting this one on this video, this TBR, this challenge. It's actually like a screenplay, so it should be fairly easy to read. I'm kind of excited. I mean, I've seen the movie, so I feel like it should be good and entertaining, and maybe a quick read, and I could probably get through it quickly enough to pick another book for this video. So let's see how quickly I can read Fantastic Beasts. You like that book?
Yeah.
It's the next day and I've already made it quite far into Fantastic Beasts. So, you know, I realize it says the original screenplay on the cover, but I didn't realize it was like literally going to be the exact movie of Fantastic Beasts, which I've seen. It's been a while since I've seen it, so it's kind of fun to return to it and read it instead of watch it. But I honestly have the movie playing in my head as I'm watching it, which I like because, I mean, I love those characters and actors, and it's fun to return to it in a different format. So I'm enjoying it. I'm gonna probably just go sit and finish it right now while Theo has some quiet time, and then maybe we can fit one more pick into this week, because I started this video last Tuesday and it's Sunday today. So I think if I pick a book tonight, I could get far enough before Tuesday that I would know if I was going to read it or unhaul it. So let's finish this one and we'll get to pick another book. Cute. Looks good. Hey Theodore, Mabel.
Oh, thank you.
So, good news, finished this. I think I gave it 4 stars. It's a great story. I just don't think reading screenplays is for me. I'd rather just watch the movie. So, I have a helper ready to pick my next book. Ah, here he is. He got a haircut. He looks so good and fresh. All right, come sit. What color did I want you to pick?
Blue and pink.
Blue and pink. I want blue and pink. Blue is mystery thriller. I thought that'd be easy to get through. And pink is romance, which, you know, it's the month of love.
Mommy,
So,
I think I got a different one.
okay, that's your blue choice. Good.
I'm gonna open.
Okay, he opened it. Oh boy. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? This is the Bourne Supremacy, which I would just pick the first in the series, the Bourne Identity. Is that the first? And he picked, oh, the pink one he picked is The Duke and I, which, oh, come on, focus, focus. Which is the first in the Bridgerton series.
Now let's play.
Okay, you play. I need to decide. I think the best choice would be to read the first in the Bourne trilogy, because it is on my These Books Will Self-Destruct. So I'm going to go with this is like mystery thriller, but I guess this is more suspense, with the Bourne Identity. Is that what it's called? Here it is on my TBR cart. Bourne Identity. I really don't know if I'm gonna like this one. It is long. Holy smokes. I should have looked at the page count before I chose it. It's 500. It's 535 pages. We'll see if I can find an audiobook for it and get through as much as I can before Tuesday. the deal, folks. I got like 10 pages in. Okay, we'll say, yeah, 12 pages in, and I don't want to read this. It was a gift. This whole trilogy, I got them off my shelves, was a gift from my sister for Christmas a long time ago when she just gifted books, used books, and she thought I might like them. And I so appreciate the gift, but I just am not into spy novels. I really, like, honestly, I was reading it and I thought, oh, this would be super good on a screen, but I just don't want to read it and have it play out in my head. So I'm gonna DNF this whole series, and yeah, get rid of them for this challenge. Now, I just want to find a win. I don't want to end the video this way. I want to have a book that I read. Like, seriously, I DNF'd 1, 2, 3 books. And I read one, but it was a screenplay. So we are getting the jar. We're getting the jar again. I am just gonna go in random. I feel like random is better than trying to pick, because every time I've picked my own, I DNF'd it. So we are just going to, we are just going to pick one, and it's this one. Are you kidding me? It's red again. If this is horrible, I'm putting it back in. But if it's one I actually have some sort of interest in reading, I will read it. Okay, focus. What is it? Okay. 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 All My Sons by Arthur Miller. I'm gonna get it. It's a play. Okay, so it's actually way up here behind The Hill We Climb, which is my favorite poem. But here is All My Sons by Arthur Miller. Why do I always pick red? I don't know. I have no clue what this play is about. It says, winner of the Drama Critics Award for Best New American Play in 1947, All My Sons introduced Arthur Miller as a new leading voice in American theater. Joe Keller and Herbert Deaver, partners in a machine shop during the war, turned out defective airplane parts, causing the deaths of many men. Deaver was sent to prison, while Keller escaped punishment and became a wealthy man. In his commanding work, a love affair between Keller's son, Chris, and Anne Deaver, Herbert's daughter, the bitterness of Herbert's son, George, who returns from the war to find his father in prison and his father's partner free, and the reaction of a son to his father's guilt escalate toward a climax of electrifying intensity. All My Sons first introduced the themes that run through Miller's work as a whole, the relationships between fathers and sons, and the conflict between business ethics and personal morality. Okay, so this is one I can definitely finish by Tuesday. We will just say that this is my last pick, because I think I will read it. I feel like I need to read this as a classic and a play. Yeah, so, okay. Why do I always pick red? So I am through Act 1 of All My Sons, and let me tell ya, this play is only like 70, 80 pages long. Hi! I'm unexpectedly home today with the kids because daycare has COVID. So that's fine. So they're home. Yeah, thanks, Mabel. Can Mommy talk first?
Mama.
You're gonna talk first? Okay, tell them. Are you a kitty cat?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So before this 80-page play, there is like a 20-page intro, and basically they tell you everything that's going to happen in the play in the intro.
Mommy.
So I already know what's going on in the play. I feel like I don't even need to read the play. What, Theodore? What is it? Let me see.
A cow.
A donut? Theo wants a donut. But I'm still enjoying the play, actually. I feel like it's gonna have a lot of themes of like, whoa, morality and like what you need to do in order to survive. And do you need help? Okay. And there's a lot of family dynamics. So what's going on is there are these two gentlemen who ran a business together, and they made like plane parts. during World War II, and they made some defective plane parts, and that led to crashing of like 21 planes during World War II, and they were held accountable. One of the men was sent to prison and one was exonerated, and so these gentlemen were also really good friends and their families were friends, and so the kids of those gentlemen are like in love with each other and best friends, help you, and so now we're past this point. We're like 3 or 4 years after. Woo! And one of the sons is missing in action from World War II. One of the sons is going to propose to the other man's daughter. And basically the man who was exonerated is feeling a lot of guilt right now upon him.
Jump.
You want to jump?
Yeah.
From his, okay, we're gonna, ready, set, go! Sorry. From his wife and his kids and the other gentleman's kids, and yeah, so there's just a lot of drama. It would be a great play to see because I feel like it's super dramatic. Anyway, so yeah, that's through Act 1. The son is proposing to the other man's daughter. Does that make sense? I don't know. There's a lot of... You want to jump again?
Yeah.
There's a lot of like confusion with who people are. I had to flip back to the character list quite a bit, but I'm enjoying it. I'm gonna finish it today. Yeah, it's good. So I finished All My Sons and actually really enjoyed it. I was very surprised. The first act was just okay, and then second and third act were super dramatic, super interesting, wanting to know what was going to happen with this family and the neighbors that surrounded the family. I really would like to see this production. It looks like it might be a movie, maybe with these actors, but also, I don't know, I'd like to see it at some point. It's really, really good and really makes you question your morality and what is right. And when someone in your family doesn't do what you think is right, how you would respond. Because if your own father did something that you think is morally unjust, would you agree with your father or agree with the side of morality? It's like, yeah, it really makes you think. And I really liked it. I'm impressed. I gave it 4 stars. And this is going to conclude Read It or Not challenge number 2. I had 2 books that I actually read this challenge and I gave them both 4 stars. And then I have this gigantor stack of books that I'm going to get rid of because the first was Diary of a Bookseller and I DNF'd that one. Then I tried The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. J.R.R. Tolkien, that's really hard to say. And I didn't like it, and I'm not going to continue with the rest of the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I'm going to unhaul those, kind of, because they're my husband's books. I'm going to put them back on his shelves. So these 4 are going back on his shelves, and then I'm going to get rid of the Bourne Identity trilogy, also by Robert Ludlum. So, how many books? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 books were a part of this challenge in some way or another, and 2 of them are keepers, 8 of them are getting off of my shelves. That feels really great to just get through 10 books or get rid of 10 books off of my TBR shelves. That's wonderful. This is what this challenge is all about. Yay. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Like this video. On your way out, consider subscribing to my channel if you would like to see more bookish and bullet journaling content from me, and also my Read It or Not challenge number 3 next month. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.